Okay, so, I just got a message from Mikey saying, Try, do you want to be baptized under the religion of Bork Gorkanism? I said, um, all hail our Lord and Savior Bork Begork. Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of iCraft Season 5. Again, sorry for the weird quality. Yeah, I really need to remember to change that back after I live stream. Today, we are here back in the base, as always, in the jungle base. And today, I want to start work on the base. Because, yeah, it's, I've got some ideas for the base, and I want to start work on it. Because there's quite a bit I want to get done. And, the first of which is, I think I might just clear out a bit of this area right here. So Mikey and Luke are talking about all sorts of different things. About, I don't even know. I need to catch up on, all the other seasons, I think. Okay, how am I going to get rid of that guy? That's my biggest question. I remember in the previous episode, I believe it was a previous episode, I saw these guys and ignored them and hoped they went away, and they did. For no, I'm going to ignore them and hope they go away. Wow, okay. I ignored those pillagers and hoped they went away, and they did, except for that one guy. Okay, interesting. What if I fill up a bucket with lava? I'm gonna try that. They're gone. Where'd they go? There were like heaps of them. Where on earth? Okay, I have no idea. I'm gonna keep this lava bucket on hand though. Anyway, I have cleared out a fair amount of this area, so it's nice and flat. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna jump straight into it, grab a whole bunch of jungle wood, because the main part of the base, or the base of the base, the base of the base? The bottom part of the base, so the base of the base, okay, I'm confusing myself now. So the bottom part of the base is going to be made of quite a few stripped jungle logs. That's why I've grabbed quite a few here. And I believe it's 5 long? Let me check real quick. 5 long it is. And it goes up to... I took note of it. But I don't think I can remember. I might have to start building the outer shell of this area, I guess. Well, I'm glad I decided to do this. Because I've realized that I've actually built these back by 1 block. But anyway, these will go up just like this, and that's basically, it'll come over here, and that's kind of like the front of the base, I guess. There'll be another stair there out of a different block, because block variation, and I should be able to just go like that, and I might have to remove this bamboo, actually, because it's a little bit in the way, and bamboo farms, I mean, let's be honest, they're super easy to set up. I've got a feeling that I might have set this up a lot further this way than I thought I did. As a result, I might have to do a little bit of terraforming, but that's not too big of a deal, because I can just, you know, do this kind of thing, and just fill in all of this water here. But I'm gonna have to do a little bit more, because there's gonna be another thing going here, and then another one here, another one here, another one here, 1, 2, 3, another one here. So it's going to be going in kind of a cylinder. It's going to be a massive cylinder, pretty much. I'm just going to temporarily put those there because I plan on ripping all this out and replacing it with sand eventually. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the idea. I'm going to go around in a bit of a sphere. Hopefully I don't have to take out any more trees. That should be, yeah, that should be the amount of trees I needed to take out, which I did at the end of the previous episode. But I think I might get the camera count back on here. I just got it to log off not too long ago from the previous episode, and I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do a little bit of a third-person time-lapse, and yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Hang on. As I was setting up my third-person time-lapse, Mikey comes around and says hi. I didn't expect him to come here, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to be giving Mikey a little bit of a tour of the base. Not that there's much to tour, but, yeah, so that is it. You really love your stripped logs. Yeah, I really do. Anyway, my inventory is really quite full, but of materials I'm going to need. Anyway, I'm going to start work on that third-person time-lapse I've been talking about doing. Let me head off to sleep first. So really quickly, I just wanted to mention that you may have noticed that this episode is slightly more fast-paced than usual, and that is because, I don't know, I just felt like changing up the style a little bit. And so what do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you indifferent? Or did you not even notice? Please let me know in the poll in the corner. Anyway, let's hop back into the iCraft server. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. I have got the big ring in place so far. It's a big cylinder. And I think it looks kind of cool, just without anything in here so far. But of course, this is just the base bit, the bottom bit of the base. I'm kind of concerned though, because I'm not entirely sure how we're actually going to be getting up onto the upper layers of the base. I haven't actually thought of that one, because I want this base to have flow. That's kind of the whole idea of it. I want to have like a structure that's up there that might have a mob farm, iron farm, all that kind of stuff up there, and then have some other structures around here somewhere, and have a nice boardwalk going along the coast, and, you know, some nice pathways and whatnot. That's kind of the idea behind the whole base, but for that I need to be able to get everywhere on foot, and I gotta somehow figure out how to get on top of this. Maybe if we have a fairly big section of the base over here, as well as on the other side, we can have an entrance here and over there. Maybe that could be a good idea. Yeah, you know what? I think I might actually do that. Anyway, that is the base structure of this place, and basically what I want to do from here is put stone all in these sections through here, put just stone and add some block variation with andesite and some gravel and whatnot, and I think that could turn out pretty well. So pretty much how I'm building each of these is I'm going to put the shape in kind of like this, going in behind out of stone, so just building it up just like so. And then pretty much I'm going to go through, dig out some random blocks just like that. That's way too structured, I don't like that at all. Put some andesite in, some gravel, and some more andesite. Gravel very rarely, because I do want to keep a fair amount of gravel if I ever want to use concrete and whatnot. But yeah, just put andesite and some gravel in, and that's pretty much how I'm going to do the entire thing, going right the way around here, and it'll look like this from the inside, which actually, that looks pretty decent. I didn't realize it was going to match up perfectly like that. That's really good looking. Okay, so now I've built a base going around like so, and I think pretty much all I need to do is build up from there and then add some block variations. Okay guys, it looks like I've got a little bit of a visitor right here. We got we got Luke down here. And he's off. See ya. Oh no, he's sticking around, alright. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool just seeing him fly off. Oh man, I really like that. On that note, we have actually finished building all of this around here, and I think if we head onto the outside, everything should be perfect. I will go around and check all of it, but so far it looks pretty good. I'm really happy. Oh, these trees are getting quite close, but I did clear enough trees, it turns out. But yeah, so this is the base going right the way around so far. I still need to add the block variation in, and I'm thinking I'm definitely going to have to expand this out if I want to add a boardwalk going across here. But either way, this place is looking pretty cool so far. What's this? I'm going around, I'm griefing my own build. What's going on here? Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever be griefing my own build, I'm going to be totally honest. But anyway, so yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to add the blocks in. Hopefully I can destroy these blocks in a bit of a good pattern. That was not a good pattern. Okay, so now that I've gone ahead and just griefed my own build, I can't believe that I would be such a bad member of this server and grief someone's build like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and repair it because I feel so bad, but I actually don't have any more stone in my inventory, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and use a little bit of andesite and gravel. So yeah, let's do that real quick. Boom and boom. There we go. Maybe I should replace that with andesite. So there we go. Now I have put in all of the block variation in this area, and I think it's looking really cool, honestly. It's not the most well-designed thing in the world, obviously, but I think it's a really good start to a base to this area. And you know what? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of the base of a little build that I made in the Brawl.com streaming world a long time ago. Anyway, I'm going to craft up a whole bunch of these right here, because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put in some entrances over on this side, even though it's kind of redundant, it seems like, over here, because, well, of course, there's quite a bit of jungle here, but, I think it'll be a pretty good spot for an entrance once we expand our base a little bit more. And then, yeah, doing the exact same thing on the other side. Which, to make it symmetrical, I think I'm going to go ahead and clear out a little bit of this land right here. This isn't the most perfect terraforming. In fact, I call it pretty bad terraforming, but it's a start. It's a start. And maybe even we can just clear out... Oh, yeah, maybe we could just clear out this area of land altogether to the lake. You know what? That honestly looks a whole lot better and a whole lot more open. And now it's time to dig out this entrance right here, and I've just realized we're going to have to flatten out the area in here. This place is looking like a bit of a clean slate in here. I am really liking this, and oh, okay, that you can't see that from the outside. Okay, that makes sense then. Anyway, I now need to add in this bottom part going along here. Wow. Okay, this is a really nice clean slate for me to add all sorts of different things. I'm considering putting some form of sugarcane farms in here and whatnot, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Or maybe I could even put in a bulk storage system. Oh, I like the idea of that. I really like the idea of that. Will there be enough space for item filters and stuff? Well, I guess I could dig down a little bit, actually. Yeah, I might actually do that. Okay, no, there's no way that middle would line up with the middle of this area. Okay, so here, right here is the center of our base down below. And if I head back up, we should be able to see that if I replace these blocks here real quick, it is nowhere near the center. So we might not be able to dig down too far. But, I mean, that's a fair amount of room. And we could even use the roof of that as the floor. Okay, I think this could work. Okay, so I've decided to go ahead and dig out a little bit of an area here for how big, I guess, the bulk storage system would be for this building. Because I want to have a mob farm in here, that's a definite. Possibly an iron farm. So there's not a whole bunch of expandability downwards, considering we have this right here, and that goes a fair amount that way. So that might be a little bit of an issue, but I mean, that's a fair amount of space. What if, to save space, we try and design a little machine that puts all of the items into shulker boxes, and then puts the shulker boxes into the chests? I might actually use that system instead of trying to put about 1 million chests in here, because if we think about it, I'm fairly certain I'm going to be able to get hold of shulker boxes fairly easily. I usually can, and I've spent quite a bit of time in the past hunting through end cities to find shulker boxes. But yeah, so I think that might be a good idea. Will I design that in this episode? You know what? I feel like I've got plenty of time today, and you know what? Let's hop into a single player world and design it. Okay, so I'm back in my testing world, and I found this right here, which I can't remember whether I actually showed this in a video or not, but this was what I was planning for TasCraft Season 2. So a lot of the other redstone was built over there and planned over there. However, I also built this as a bit of a decoder thing for when you get the items and the signals go in. And my god, it is big. So in designing this system, we need 3 different things. We need a hopper to input start items, we need a piston to destroy the shulker box, and we need a dispenser to dispense a new shulker box. Now, putting all of these in can be fairly difficult because it has to go in an area that's sort of like this, is what I figured. And I've tried to design a system like this that works reliably quite a few times, but I've had a little bit of difficulty. If you use a fence gate to destroy the shulker box, and put a hopper to collect the shulker box down here, which is something I actually forgot there. If we put a shulker box right here, and then have a hopper facing straight down, put a shulker box in there, hopefully, if I push this piston, it'll destroy it and go into there. Okay. I actually designed a shulker box storage system quite a while ago. Oh wow, it's actually right over here. That's convenient. Right here, where basically it was a very similar system to what I'm coming up with now, except the piston was just like that, and the shulker box would sometimes glitch up through here and actually end up in this hopper, which is bad because it can clog up the system, and overall it's just not very good. So I'm trying to avoid that here, but I think we've actually managed to do a pretty good job, because essentially what happens is the shulker box gets destroyed from this fence gate right here, and it has nowhere else to go, and it doesn't get glitched out because this has no hitbox, and it ends up in this hopper as a result. So I think that's actually a really good system. So now I guess it's the exact same redstone as I did quite a while ago to create that, which essentially is a comparator coming out with a full signal going in to basically only allow it to activate when it's full, and I shouldn't actually need blocks around here, because when that is not activated, the shulker shouldn't be able to... Yeah, okay. And then just like... There we go. Nice. So I can do it like that, and technically that should work, I think. It needs to dispense after it activates the piston. So the idea of the design that I created before was that it was similar to this one, and basically you can put another one directly next to it. So you can see if I put this here, make this going up, and then you can have a hopper going just like that, and have one right next to it, which was a really cool concept, and I kind of want to keep that in there for this design. It's going to be a little bit tricky though. So the thing is with the design I did before is that I didn't have to worry about that there being an extra sticky piston in the mix, because I actually just had the piston right here, and I used an observer. That still doesn't really help me get the signal around though, so that's a bit of an issue. And the dispenser can't go here because I can't have two dispensers facing out the other way, and it can't go here because the comparator is detecting from there, so there's not really any other place I could put it, really, is there? So I think I might have come up with some form of system. Let me just put a shulker box down here and fill it up with items, just like that, and let's put in that many back. Pick it up, and let's fill the dispenser with them. And hopefully, if I enable the dispenser just like that, you can see it's in there. Let's see what happens when I put these 8 things into there. It creates a 1-tick pulse. Right. So, what if I do like that? Did it go in? It did, but that didn't exactly work, did it? So I guess I'm gonna have to go like that and add a little bit of delay there. Will that be alright? Let's try 3 ticks. Okay, so it did work, but the fence gate got shut. Why did it get shut? Oh, because it's activating this block. Ah. That's an issue. So you could see right there, a shulker box landed there. And it was okay in this instance because it could put this piston could push it back into this block, but if the shulker boxes are taking a very long time to load up, that's not the best because it'll despawn sitting there. So that's not good, because it's like, oh, it's only one, but it's a whole it's a whole chest worth of items pretty much. So we don't really want to lose that. Yeah, anyway guys, I think that just about does it for this episode of iCraft. I'm absolutely pumping them out. I don't even know what episode this is anymore. But anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.